Hi, my name is Nancy and welcome to my Caregiver Journal. I cared for my husband during cancer for 8 years. One thing that really sticks out to me is the care that he received. We were part of the Abramson Cancer Center in Kennett Square in Westchester in Philadelphia. And the outpouring of love that I received from his doctors after he passed and while he was at the end was just amazing. I was able to speak to his doctor after we transitioned him into hospice care, and I asked him some questions that I had, and I could have asked other people, but there was just that relationship level there was that trust there. I received a phone call after he passed away. I received a card from one person that I believe is on maternity leave or just back. So those relationships that we had during those 8 years, and during those final days when I could ask somebody a question and I could really feel confident in that answer. He assured me that I had done the right things. At the end, I was having to make decisions because Dan really was just too weak and too fragile to make decisions. And I would always say, do you want me to make the decisions? And then he would say yes. As we navigated hospital visits at that very end, he was too tired to tell them his history. So I would always say, do you want me to do the talking? And for the first time, he said yes. But it was good to have that assurance that decisions had been made well, and I didn't need to worry about what was happening. One funny thing is that the doctor said to me at the end, Dan was asleep in the hospital with some pain medication because his body was just in such a mess. And the doctor said, this is what he needs. Let him sleep. And then he said, now Nancy, don't go poking at him and bother him. Let him sleep. And I thought, well, I guess he kind of got to know us over the 8 years. So I did bother him a little bit. I did curl up and put my arms around him and talk to him, but I didn't poke him and wake him up. So it was great to have these essential relationships, and it was great to know that we were cared for on several different levels.